Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and this week I'm going to be attempting to read 200 pages a day. So I finished a book last night, which means I'm starting a new one today, so I thought it would be a perfect time to start this challenge. The book I'm going to be starting with is All Roads Lead Here. So we're following our main character, Aurora. She moves back to Pagosa Springs, California, a place that was once home and is now full of bittersweet memories of her late mother. It isn't going to be easy. Starting your whole life over probably isn't supposed to be. So she just broke up with her longtime famous musician boyfriend, and now she is moving back to the small town in the mountains that she grew up in. There is almost 600 pages in this book, so this is gonna be a pretty long one, and I thought it would be a perfect book to start this challenge with. I don't know if today was the best day to start it or not, because I do have quite a few homework assignments due tonight. I am working on getting my master's to be a teacher, so in between doing schoolwork, I'm probably going to try to read some, and I will keep you updated on how far I get with the 200 pages today. Hello, it is Monday. Let's talk about the book that I started yesterday and failed miserably so far with this challenge. So I had so much to do yesterday that I only read 52 pages, so nowhere close to the 200. I thought about just starting over the challenge today, or I may try to make up those 150 pages later on, we'll see, but today I'm determined to hit the 200 pages, so I'm gonna get some reading in between groups at work, and then I will update you once I'm home. It is currently 10 o'clock. I am on page 158, so I'm probably just gonna lay in bed, stay up for a few more hours, and read till page 253, so I get my 200 pages in for the day. It is currently 8 p.m. I haven't checked in with you at all today, but did manage to read up to page 357. So I've read about 100 pages today, so I still have 100 to go. So I'll probably stay up for a few more hours and get that 100 pages in. I'm really enjoying this book so far. We're seeing a lot more of Aura rather than seeing kind of like the romance of it, which I like. I think it's good seeing like more about her personal journey, and now we're starting to see like not romance, but just like our two main characters being like friendlier with each other. So she's been doing like some hikes that her mom did, so we're like seeing those, which I really enjoy too. And I like that it's a slow burn. We're not jumping straight into the romance with this one, so I'm excited to get another 100 pages in. I'm getting pretty far into this book, and I will update you later. It is Wednesday. I'm currently at work. I have a break between my groups. I did finish A Road Leads Here yesterday. I ended up just finishing it completely. I read 325 pages, so I stayed up pretty late. I really enjoyed that book. I loved it. It was the definition of a slow burn romance, and I would highly recommend that book. There was one spicy scene that I felt like wasn't really necessary, but like you can skip over it and not miss anything, so that's what I did. I think it was like 2 or 3 pages, and so but skipping over those, you're not losing any of the plot. I like that it's a longer book, that things are more drawn out. I enjoyed that, and it was definitely more about our main character and her finding herself after her 14-year-long relationship ended. So I liked that about it too. It's a really great book. So today I'm starting something new for my 200 pages. So I have The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. This one is one that I've heard a lot of stuff about. It's a book that I've been wanting to read for a while. So I am super excited about this one. I don't really know much about it, but I'm excited to dive in, and I love that it's got the purple edges. It's just such a cute book. I am home from work. I started The Spell Shop. I'm liking it so far. I feel like it's definitely going to be a very cozy book, and like if nothing huge happens, that's something I'm perfectly okay with a book like this. So I made it to page 48, so I still need to read about 150 more pages of this book today, which I feel like is possible. I just got home from class. I go to in-person classes on Wednesday because I'm getting my master's to be an English language arts teacher. So just got home from that. So it's about 7 o'clock right now. I'll try to read for a few hours today, and we'll see how far I get with that. And then I also thought I would do a little mini book haul. I got a package in the mail today. I ordered some books from Barnes & Noble. So the first one I got is the Dollarguts Dream Department Store. It's honestly a lot smaller book than I thought it was going to be, but it's basically about a department store where you can buy dreams. So I thought that was a really cool concept. It's the #1 Korean bestseller, so I'm sure this one will be a fun one. And then I got Dungeons and Drama. So it's like a fake dating. He does Dungeons and Dragons. She does like acting, drama type stuff. So I thought it would be just a fun, pretty short book. And then there's also a few more by this author that are kind of similar. So if I like this one, I'll definitely be picking up more from her. And then the last one, very out of my comfort zone. I don't know if I'll actually read this book or not because I'm not much of a thriller person, but I like some. Like I really liked A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so this one I may feel like it's too much for me, but it's Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose, and I just loved the cover for this. So it's like a VHS box, and then the book itself is a VHS, because these siblings end up going through like old family videos, and they find a VHS tape where their dad is covered in blood and there's a body, and they are obviously now wanting to know what's going on. So it may be too much of a thriller, scary for me, but we'll see. I'll probably attempt reading this one eventually, but it is Thursday, and yesterday I failed miserably at making it to my 200 pages, so I made it to page 97 last night. So almost 100 pages. I ended up not feeling that great, and I decided that I was just gonna go to bed. I knew I'd feel better in the morning rather than trying to push through and keep reading. So I will try and make up those pages sometime this week. I did end up making up for the first day only reading 50 pages because I read 325 2 days later. So I feel like I'll do that again with this. Probably try to read more than 200 pages today and try to like make up that 103 pages that I missed yesterday. So we will see. I feel like that I thought I was gonna do a lot better with this challenge than I have, but life also happens. I stay relatively busy between work and school and being a mom, so being able to read 200 pages a day isn't always that feasible. But for this challenge, I'm trying to push myself. I'm trying to read 200 pages a day, so I'll keep you updated today. I may be able to get a little bit of reading in during my groups while that they are working on the computer, so we will see. Also have downloaded the audiobook of this. I'm doing like a free trial right now for, I believe, Everlane, and so I did the one where I can get 3 downloads. So downloaded this one. I don't love audiobooks. I don't love listening to books. That's just personally not my favorite way to do it, but I can listen while that I'm working or doing something that like doesn't take a lot of like mind power, so, or I can still be paying attention to the book. So I will probably try to listen to the book some today while I get some things done, and I feel like that will help me get through more pages, but ultimately I definitely prefer a physical book over an audiobook. But because I'm trying to get 200 pages a day, I feel like that an audiobook will be helpful right now. It is the end of my reading 200 pages a day challenge, so let's talk about how much I actually read. I ended up reading over 200 pages 3 out of the 5 days, which I would consider a win. So on day 1, I failed miserably, read a little bit over 50 pages. I'll put on the screen how much I read every day, but I read over a little over 50 pages, and then I ended up making up for that by reading 325 pages one day, and then yesterday I did make it over my 200 page mark. So I completely finished All Roads Lead Here, which is an almost 600 page book. This one does have like an extra bonus scene at the end. I really enjoyed this book. It was a slow burn romance. It was more about our main character than the romance, which I enjoyed. I thought this was a great book. If you're looking for more of kind of like a finding yourself before the romance really begins, then I would definitely recommend this one. And then as far as the spell shop, I am currently on page 301, so I really don't have that much left of this book. I'm getting pretty close to the end. It's just a cozy book. There's not a crazy amount of stuff happening. I definitely have some action in there, some different things, a bit of romance, but more of just like awkwardness between like the two characters. So I am loving this book so far. I would love to finish it today, and I would definitely recommend this one even though I haven't even finished it yet. I hope that you enjoyed this video and follow me for more challenges like this in the future.